Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Learn English with Podcasts, where we help you improve your English with engaging conversations and useful tips. I'm Emma, your American host.
And I'm Sophia, your British host. Today, we have a very interesting topic for you. Is learning English hard? We'll be discussing various aspects of learning English, sharing some tips, and, of course, highlighting new vocabulary, expressions, and phrases along the way.
Before we dive in, we want to remind you that we don't include any music in our podcast to avoid distractions and help you focus better. So, let's get started. So, Sophia, let's kick things off with a broad question. Do you think learning English is hard?
Well, Emma, that's a great question. I believe the difficulty of learning English depends on several factors, such as your native language, your learning environment, and your motivation. For instance, if your native language shares similarities with English, you might find it easier to learn. However, for those whose native language is vastly different, English can seem quite challenging. But, with the right approach and resources, anyone can learn English effectively.
Absolutely, Sophia. I think it's important to approach learning English with a positive mindset. One effective method is to break down the learning process into manageable chunks. For example, focusing on learning basic grammar rules and common vocabulary first can make the initial stages less overwhelming. Also, immersing yourself in the language by watching English movies, listening to English music, and practicing with native speakers can significantly accelerate your learning. What do you think about vocabulary building, Sophia?
I completely agree, Emma. Building vocabulary is crucial for language learning. One effective strategy is to learn words in context, rather than in isolation. Reading books, articles, or watching movies and paying attention to how words are used can be very beneficial. It's helpful to note down new words and phrases and try to use them in sentences. Flashcards can also aid memorization. Additionally, learning synonyms and antonyms can expand your vocabulary further. And don't forget to practice regularly to reinforce what you've learned.
Definitely, Sophia. Regular practice is key. Speaking of practice, engaging in real-life conversations can boost your confidence and fluency. Language exchange programs or practicing with fellow learners can be very helpful. Mistakes are part of the learning process, so don't be afraid of them. They are valuable opportunities to learn. Immersing yourself in English as much as possible, whether through listening to English music, watching TV shows, or reading books, will make you think and speak in English more naturally. What other strategies do you recommend, Sophia?
Well, Emma, another effective strategy is setting specific, achievable goals. For instance, aim to learn 5 new words each day, practice speaking for 10 minutes, or read 1 English article daily. Small, consistent efforts lead to significant improvement over time. Keeping a journal in English can also help. Writing about your daily experiences, thoughts, and feelings not only practices vocabulary, grammar, and sentence structure, but also tracks your progress. It's motivating to see how far you've come.
Those are excellent strategies, Sophia. Now let's introduce some specific vocabulary and expressions. For example, the word immersing means involving oneself deeply in an activity or interest. In our context, it means surrounding yourself with English. For instance, she improved her English by immersing herself in English movies and books. Another useful word is nuances, which refers to subtle differences in meaning or expression. Like, understanding the nuances of English can help you communicate more effectively. These words and phrases are very handy for expanding your vocabulary.
Great examples, Emma. Another expression to highlight is set specific, achievable goals. This means creating clear and realistic objectives that can be accomplished. For example, he set specific, achievable goals for his English study, like learning 10 new words each week. Also, the phrase real-life situations refers to practical, everyday scenarios where you can use English. For instance, practicing English in real-life situations, such as ordering food at a restaurant or chatting with friends helps build confidence. These expressions can be very useful in both conversation and writing.
Exactly, Sophia. Let's delve into some more advanced vocabulary and phrases. For instance, the word proficiency refers to a high degree of competence or skill. In language learning, it means being very skilled and fluent. For example, she achieved a high level of proficiency in English after years of dedicated study. Another advanced word is articulate, which means to express oneself clearly and effectively. For instance, being able to articulate your thoughts well is important in both spoken and written English. These words can greatly enhance your communication skills.
Absolutely, Emma. Advanced vocabulary can really elevate your English. Another good word is meticulous, which means showing great attention to detail. For example, he was very meticulous in his English homework, ensuring there were no errors. Also, the phrase, a wealth of, means a large amount of something. For instance, there is a wealth of resources available online for learning English. These advanced words and phrases can make your language more precise and expressive. And remember, practice is key. The more you use these words, the more natural they will become in your conversations.
Speaking of practice, dear listeners, if you find our podcast helpful and want to improve your English further, don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. We bring you interesting topics and engaging discussions to help you master English in a fun and effective way. Your support means a lot to us and helps us continue providing valuable content. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to leave a comment. We're here to help you on your English learning journey, just like we've been discussing with various tips and insights today. And we love hearing from you. Your comments and likes inspire us to create more content that suits your needs. So, make sure to subscribe and share our podcast with your friends who are also on this English learning journey. It's a great way to stay motivated and keep each other accountable. And remember, every bit of practice counts. Listening to our podcast regularly will help you get used to different accents and expressions, making you more fluent and confident in your English. Now, Sophia, let's discuss some more advanced strategies for improving English proficiency. For instance, one effective method is to immerse yourself in English-speaking environments as much as possible. This can be achieved by participating in language exchange meetups, attending English-speaking events, or even traveling to English-speaking countries. Engaging in conversations with native speakers in these settings can significantly enhance your listening and speaking skills. It's also a great way to learn colloquial expressions and cultural nuances that you might not encounter in formal language classes.
That's a fantastic suggestion, Emma. Immersing yourself in the language through real-life experiences can be incredibly beneficial. Additionally, another advanced strategy is to engage with academic and professional materials in English. Reading research papers, industry reports, and scholarly articles can help you familiarize yourself with specialized vocabulary and formal writing styles. Writing summaries or critiques of these materials can further improve your analytical skills and ability to articulate complex ideas in English. This approach is particularly useful for those who need English for academic or professional purposes.
Absolutely, Sophia. Engaging with advanced materials is a great way to push your boundaries. Another effective strategy is to practice public speaking in English. This can be done through joining a local or online Toastmasters club, where you can practice giving speeches and receive constructive feedback. Public speaking not only improves your confidence, but also your ability to organize your thoughts and express them clearly in English. It's a valuable skill that can enhance your overall communication abilities.
That's an excellent tip, Emma. Public speaking can indeed boost your confidence and clarity in English. Additionally, practicing debating in English can be highly beneficial. Debating requires you to think on your feet, articulate your points persuasively, and respond to counter-arguments, all in real time. This helps improve your critical thinking, quick decision-making, and fluency. Joining a debate club or participating in online debate forums can provide a structured environment for honing these skills.
Exactly, Sophia. Debating is a great way to challenge yourself and refine your English. Another advanced technique is to learn about and practice English wordplay, such as puns, idioms, and metaphors. Understanding and using these can make your language more colorful and engaging. For example, idioms like barking up the wrong tree or burning the midnight oil can add a lot of character to your speech. Playing word games like Scrabble or doing crossword puzzles can also help expand your vocabulary and understanding of word usage.
That's a wonderful idea, Emma. Wordplay can indeed make your English more vibrant and fun. Another useful practice is to engage in creative writing. Writing short stories, poetry, or even keeping a blog can help you experiment with language and express your creativity. It allows you to play with different writing styles and genres, enhancing your overall language skills. Plus, it's a great way to explore and convey your thoughts and experiences in English.
Absolutely, Sophia. Creative writing is a fantastic way to deepen your connection with the language. Another advanced strategy is to focus on developing your listening skills. This can be done by listening to various English accents and dialects through podcasts, audiobooks, and news programs. By exposing yourself to different speaking styles, you'll become more adaptable and improve your comprehension. Try to listen actively by taking notes on new words or phrases and then using them in your own speech or writing.
That's a great point, Emma. Listening to different accents and dialects can really broaden your understanding of English. Another effective technique is shadowing, which involves listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say as closely as possible. This helps with pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. You can do this with podcasts, TV shows, or even language learning apps. Additionally, watching movies or series with subtitles can help you match spoken and written language, enhancing both listening and reading skills.
Exactly, Sophia. Shadowing is an excellent method to mimic native speakers. Another technique I find useful is practicing with tongue twisters. They can help improve your pronunciation and fluency. For instance, she sells seashells by the seashore, or how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? These exercises train your mouth muscles to pronounce challenging sounds and sequences of words. Plus, they're a fun way to practice and challenge yourself.
Absolutely, Emma. Tongue twisters are a fun and effective way to practice. Also, consider using language learning apps that offer interactive exercises and feedback. Apps like Duolingo, Babbel, or Rosetta Stone provide structured lessons that cover a range of skills, including grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. These apps often use gamification to make learning engaging and motivate you to keep practicing regularly.
Yes, Sophia. Language learning apps can be incredibly beneficial. Another advanced tip is to engage in immersive reading. This means reading extensively in English, from novels and newspapers to academic journals and blogs. Choose materials that interest you to keep motivated. While reading, note down unfamiliar words and look them up. Try to understand the context in which they're used and incorporate them into your vocabulary. The more you read, the better your comprehension and language use will become.
That's excellent advice, Emma. Immersive reading not only improves vocabulary, but also exposes you to different writing styles and cultural contexts. Additionally, participating in English language forums or online communities like Reddit or Quora can provide opportunities to practice writing and engage in discussions on various topics. These platforms allow you to interact with native speakers and other learners, which can enhance your understanding of real-world usage and nuances.
Definitely, Sophia. Engaging in online communities is a great way to practice. Also, don't forget the importance of feedback. Whether it's from a language exchange partner, a tutor, or even language correction tools like Grammarly, getting feedback on your writing and speaking can help you identify areas for improvement. It's important to review and learn from your mistakes to make steady progress.
Exactly, Emma. Feedback is crucial for improvement. Another tip is to keep a vocabulary journal. Write down new words and phrases you encounter, along with their meanings and example sentences. Review this journal regularly to reinforce your memory. You can also categorize words by themes or topics, which makes it easier to recall and use them appropriately in different contexts.
That's a wonderful idea, Sophia. A vocabulary journal is a powerful tool for tracking your learning progress. Lastly, practice mindfulness while learning. Being present and focused during your study sessions can improve retention and understanding. Avoid multitasking and create a conducive learning environment. Set aside dedicated time for studying and make sure to take breaks to avoid burnout.
Absolutely, Emma. Mindfulness can enhance the quality of your learning experience. To wrap up, remember that learning English, like any other skill, takes time and patience. Consistency is key. By incorporating these advanced strategies and tips into your daily routine, you can make significant strides in your language proficiency. Stay motivated, be curious, and most importantly, enjoy the journey of learning English.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you found our discussion on whether learning English is hard to be informative and inspiring. If you enjoyed this podcast and found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Learn English with Podcasts. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content for all of you.
Yes, and don't forget to leave a comment if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes. We love hearing from you and are here to help you on your English learning journey. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep practicing and stay motivated. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep learning and improving. See you in the next episode.